Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome to another update video for the Born in Chaos mod. This is a mod I reviewed actually back in February, and it's a massive mod that adds in a bunch of horrifying enemy creatures into your world. We're going to go over its brand new update today, version 1.3.1 Chaos with Style Update Part 1. If you guys have been enjoying the mod showcases on the channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course the down for small will be linked in the description. Check it out for yourselves, and let's get right into this brand new update. And I should mention this mod is available in Minecraft version 1.20.1 at the moment. Let's do this. So in the Born of Chaos mod, there's a bunch of new changes to the update. Let's talk about them in order. First things first, the pumpkin pistol now requires pumpkin bolts as ammo. This is a weapon that is in the mod that you can actually acquire by defeating Lord Pumpkinhead. And the pumpkin bolts are now something you can craft. It's just a cultivated pumpkin with gunpowder that gives you 13. And or you can get it from mob drops from, again, the Lord of Pumpkin boss. So I'll show off really quickly what this gun actually looks like in your hand. And if you go to shoot it, that is what it looks like. So that's a pretty cool weapon, and again, it takes pumpkin ammo now as opposed to what it took before. Increased attack radius of a bunch of large mobs. It doesn't specify which, but there's a bunch of larger mobs that have had their attack radius increased. Now the spiritual guide with its attack drains players and strengthens its assistance. So if you don't know, this is what the spiritual guide is. This is what he looks like. He's got 32 health, 2 armor bars, and that is what his change was. A lot of mobs have gotten changes, and we're gonna go over each one to the best of our possible abilities. Next up, increased the corpse fly's step height to 3 blocks, and it still avoids fences. So this is what the corpse fly looks like, and a lot of mobs have gotten step height increases. I assume that has to do with like their maneuverability in the mod. A lot of these mobs have custom animations and movement, so that's probably why. So that is the corpse fly upgrade. The bloody gadfly's step height has been increased to 3 blocks, and now it attacks cows and horses. After it leaves them alone for a while, there will be a chance of a corpse maggot appearing at the fall of the enemy. So like if it attacks a cow and you kill that cow, a maggot will spawn. So this is what the bloody gadfly looks like. It has 20 health. Pretty terrifying, and again, these mobs are crazy. I recommend checking out the full review I've done for this mod in the past. I only went over all the mobs designs and stuff to show them off because it was a pretty long video. I recommend checking it out. It'll be linked in the top right hand corner. After that, Lord Pumpkinhead. So Lord Pumpkinhead's step height has been increased to 2 blocks, so he can now literally climb up 2 blocks worth. This is what he looks like, and it makes sense that he's been increased to 2 height because he's riding a horse. He's got 600 health, 12 armor bars, and this is one of the main bosses within the mod. He's pretty crazy. After that, step height of the riding Failsteed has been increased to 1.5 blocks, is capable of stepping over fences, and the height of Lord Failsteed has also been increased to 2 blocks, which improves their cross-country ability. So that is the horse. If you're wondering, the horse that he's riding is what they're talking about. So that's pretty interesting. After that, we have the missionary. Missionary's step height has been increased to 1.5 blocks. So that's this guy right here. He's pretty massive. And he also comes with a little zombie posse. But he has 150 health and 10 armor bars. But again, makes sense. He can step up multiple blocks like that. He is a pretty massive mob. After that, Nightmare Stalker. So the Nightmare Stalker's step height has been increased to 2 blocks. The hitbox became a little narrow to make it easier for it to climb through an open door even. Now when attacking a stalker in water, your oxygen level will drop to 0, increased detection radius from about 70 to 80 blocks, and reduced the duration of the gaze of terror from the stalker attacks from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. And yes, that's all this thing right here. It can only spawn at nighttime, but you can kind of see it for a second there. Nightmare Stalker is pretty crazy, but I just want to talk about him as well because he is one of the stronger mobs. Now onto the weapon changes, I guess we could say. So the Nightmare Scythe has actually received a nerf. It's been reduced from 10 damage to 9 attack damage. So that is the Nightmare Scythe if you want to see in my hand. So it looks like pretty cool. And yeah, it has received a damage nerf. You actually get it by crafting it using certain materials within the mod, and you can enchant it as well, which is really cool. After that, we have the Dark Ritual Dagger. So the Dark Ritual Dagger has been damage reduced from 7 to 6 attack damage, and duration of the sacrifice bonuses have been more than doubled. So that's really cool. And again, this is another craftable weapon that you can enchant within the mod. This is what it looks like in my hand. Reduced the total armor reserve for the full set of the Dark metal set. That is this right here by 1. So it was 25 and now it's 24 as the full bonus, I guess, that you get from it. And now, under the influence of the rampage effect from dark metal armor, you will also gradually deplete your hunger gauge. So that is what this full set looks like. I'll put it on for you just so you can kind of see what it looks like. Pretty cool. I look pretty devastating in this set. We'll wear it for the rest of the showcase. And I'm pretty sure that's all there is to say for all the new weapon and armor like changes. Now we have a new structure change as well. So structure generation system has been reworked. Now all structures are considered full-fledged structures like in vanilla and how they generate. The generation is now more uniform, and they will also now be affected by the locate command. So you can use the locate command. And we have an actual change. The clown cart has been replaced with the clown caravan structure, which I actually spawned in over here. Also, props to the mod creator for allowing me to just actually spawn in structures within the mod. I really like that for being able to showcase things. So this is now the clown caravan. Pretty creepy place. It comes with villagers, or they walked over here. They might have just walked over here, but there is some chest loot. There's some weapons you can get from this place, as well as some enchantment bottles and stuff. This mod is pretty crazy and fully fleshed out. I love everything in it. You could even get a zombie horse here. And there's a panda trapped in a cage. That's so scary. And I would assume at nighttime or in a place where this actually generates, you will have enemies spawning in here that you will have to defeat that are based around clowns. So that's pretty crazy as well. After that, we have some new additions to the mod under innovations, added an extensive achievement system with about 50 achievements. So I don't know if I'll actually be able to look at that under my advancements, but as you can see, yeah, here is a bunch of achievements that are within the mod now that you are able to acquire and do all the sort of tasks within, which is pretty nice. And the other thing that's been added into this mod is rare mob hats. So there's actually 3 of them, and they do all kinds of different things. So first up, we have the Damned Demi-Man's hat. It is a drop from the Demi-Man's skeleton. It cannot be removed after you equip it, and you start detonating when your health is low. Pretty scary. It does 2 armor bars, so I don't know if you want to really deal with this, and I will see if I can get the guy really quickly. So it's the Demo Man. Yeah. So it's this guy right here. Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, I can imagine why his hat would detonate. That guy's pretty terrifying, actually. After that, we have the next hat, which is the Missionary hat. So this is a rare drop from the Missionaries, which you've already seen. When receiving damage from a monster, you will summon an allied baby skeleton. It does not work under the effect of magic depletion, but it applies magic depletion when triggered. So this is a pretty cool hat you want to wear if you want to have like a teammate involved. And it does have this description under the hats as well when you get them, so you don't have to worry about that. After that, we have the Lord Pumpkin's hat. So it is a rarely dropped item from Lord Pumpkin himself, makes you immune to fire as well as soul stratification, sets those who attack you on fire with eternal fire. So the fire will never go out if someone hits you. If someone gets lit on fire from your hat, they will never be able to put out the fire, which is pretty terrifying. So this is actually probably the most worthwhile hat. And again, you can only get this from killing certain opponents. And I also recommend guys installing the Just Enough Resources mod with this mod, just so you know exactly how, if you pick up a drop, who can drop that drop in case you need to actually farm them in the future. It's just like the Just Enough Items mod, except it's sort of like the partner mod to that, where it goes over specific mob drops and stuff and tells you exactly which mobs do drop them, as long as the mods are compatible, which is really nice. After that, we have the Spirit of Chaos, which I actually forgot to put in here. Spirit of Chaos. This is a new mob. So the Spirit of Chaos possesses other monsters, making them possessed. Possession mobs become 20% faster, deal 6 more damage. No matter what their attack stats are, they deal 6 more damage. They will also take 60% less damage. For killing possessed monsters, you will receive additional experience. After the death of the possessed, the Spirit of Chaos will leave the body and will look for a new shell, avoiding the player. When 2 Spirit of Chaoses collide, an explosion is created. So this is the Spirit of Chaos that has 15 health. Pretty terrifying creatures. And yeah, as you just saw, when they collide together, they will explode. But yeah, that is it for this update to the Born in Chaos mod. Of course, if any new updates or changes happen to this mod in the future, I will cover them. Keep in mind, this mod rarely updates. It's a pretty massive mod, so each update does take a while to actually produce. But yeah, a lot of things have changed this mod. If I forgot to go over anything, please let me know in the description if I missed something. You guys are more than welcome to read up on all these changes in the description of this video. I'll have a link to the CurseForge page for the update. You can check it out for yourselves, and let me know what your favorite mob or change is within the mod. I'm curious to know. And if you play this mod for yourself, let me know how it goes. I hope to see you all next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.